What? Is this fucking thing just a piece of fucking junk? Weird. Must be a loose connection somewhere. Oh well. So today, bad news. The digital camera's broken. Yeah, it fell. I had it sitting on the stereo, like this, and it simply fell like that, and the lens jammed, so I tried to fix it, and totaled. Damn, you can get some really close-up shit with this camera. So I'm using my analog equipment. I'm using the portable SVHS VCR to do this video. So let's take a look at the record player's chassis. Let me bring it. This is also manual set level controlling. Hopefully I got it correct. So this is the chassis to the record player. It's tube, vacuum tubes. It's very nice. I have the remote lying around for this thing somewhere. Here be. Back with the remote, so now I can zoom it in very slowly. Over here, you can see your speaker connections. This piece of paper is still intact, believe it or not. It's quite amazing. Basically, this is your speaker connections, like the bass speaker, which is the big middle speaker, the big middle speaker, and then you got your left and right speaker. Now, the left works perfectly fine. Yes, the left on the stereo works just fine, but the right, there ain't shit coming out of it, and I tested the speakers as seen using the digital camera before I dropped it, which I think I got that on camera, so we'll be looking at its death day, if you will. But you can also see this right here, which is the replace with same type 2 amp 250 volt fuse, which I put a 20 amp in here, which is probably why it hasn't blew the fuse yet. That's all I got on hand. So it's got a fuse, even though this is a 4-tube amp. Basically, this is your rectifier. This is your rectifier here. It is the 5Y3 glass type, which GT stands for glass type. Let's get a nice close-up of that. You see, this vintage camera, no, I think it's vintage now. This vintage recording technology is just so much better. Like, look at what I'm doing here. I'm actually doing a professional video. rather than a stupid digital camera which has too much zoom length and too much wide lens length. Look at this. But it's a Zenith. It's a Zenith made in USA. Replace only with a genuine Zenith tube. And the part number is 60-48. So the 48th week of 1960. This is the original. That's the rectifier. I would be sure for 1960 that there would be a solid state selenium rectifier in this, but no. This isn't a tube, by the way, this is a filter can. We'll get into that soon. Over here is what tube is this? A 6BQ5. And something that isn't good when you have tubes. Something good that you don't want to see when you have a tube is this green corrosion right here. You don't want that, because over time this green corrosion is going to break the glue that holds the pins, or in this case I think it's glass. Either way, it's going to stretch the glass to where air will leak in the tube and make it go on air, basically dead and shot. We could actually see the inside of the tube. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Like, tubes are just cool. I don't know what you I think everybody likes tubes. Weirdly enough, this one's made in Great Britain. Now, I haven't done research, but I'm pretty sure Zenith is an American company, but maybe they had some of their tubes made in Great Britain. I don't know, but it's really weird. Yeah. See, the getter compound is really good. It's had some hours, judging by this. Although that could be for me letting the tubes cook. Possibly. So we'll put you back in. Also, the sockets could be dirty, for all I know. There we are. This is another 6BQ5. Also, made in Great Britain. Is there a date on this? If there was, I pretty much smeared it off. There's remnants of one right there. That would have been the date. Oh yeah, you can see in that one. Look at all those individual pins. Look at this. Just look at it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. The getter compound is very good on this one too. Oh, and this one also has the green corrosion. So these tubes could be these tubes could have air leaked in them, which will cause them to be gassy. And next is the littlest one, which this one still has its original paint. And it won't smear off, which is good. Could be an older one. Yeah, this. Yeah, look at that. The whole damn thing, the paint on this one's good. Zenith, made in the USA. Replace only with a genuine Zenith tube, 12AX7. And I think this is, yep, 1960, right there. So it's original. And this one has some green corrosion. Oh yeah, it does. You can see it. There's some green corrosion on it. It's not good. Not good at all. is it? There it is. Wait a minute. Oh no, the pin's still there. Good. So none of these have went through air yet. Are destroyed. When you can definitely tell when a tube is bad is when it has air, like the getter compound's gone and it's replaced with white, like milky phosphorus stuff in the tube. That means it's bad and replace it. Over here is the transformers. Pretty straightforward. This is your left transformer, which is still good. This is your bass transformer for the big speaker, middle speaker, and this is your right. Now, I'm going to be testing these both, because if they're bad, ooh, not good. So, and there's your big beefy transformer, which is 117 volt AC, 50-60 cycles. Now let's take out the tubes so we don't damage them. Sorry about that. The camera has a dumb demo mode, which is kind of stupid. Gotta get some light on the subject here. So, oh yeah, I was taking out the tubes. We're gonna be testing them. Okay, so, oh, also, this right here is for your phono, power to the motor and switch hookup, which gives the whole chassis its power once that's plugged in. And this is your, tone arm audio connections. It is a stereo unit, which is why it's stereo fidelity, made by Zenith. The chassis is actually not that bad. It's pretty clean. I'm gonna have to get some cleaner in these because it's gonna need it. All these switches are dirty and ooh, look at that. Ugh, nasty. I think my hold on. Alright. So you want to see the chassis, don't you? Well, let's take a look at it. Oh, yeah. Paper goodness. Damn, that's some good paper. Jeez. Yeah. So, this is your paper. This is all they had back in the day. This is also probably why it smelled like it was smoking. Probably because these were going bad. Where's my vise? Need something to prop. Ah, there we go. Okay. So this is every paper freaking capacitor in the freaking chassis. You can definitely. Let's give you a close up here. Look at the chassis all close up. So, here we have your paper wax capacitors. This is all they had in the 1950s. So you can see they're everywhere. This is really ancient technology here, people. Really ancient. You can see that one is a 0.01 microfarad at 600 volt. These are the grounding capacitors that go to the ground of the chassis to maybe prevent it from being hot and also to give the whole circuit a ground. I don't think it's a hot chassis because this transformer, surely this is a power transformer. But I don't know. I really don't. Over here is the power capacitors, because this goes to the 5Y3 rectifier tube, which, as you can see, have been leaking here. You could see Oh yeah, look at that. You see those have been leaking. Ugh. Yeah. Over here some more. These are like an odd, oh no, that's not an eyeball value. That is a 0.001 at 10% at 200 volt. Now I do have these on order. Every single one is 600 volts. And yeah, we're going to be recapping the whole damn thing, including the filter cap, which appears to be fine. It's not leaking anything, so chances are it's probably good. But I'm going to recap it anyway for safety's sake. You can just see how beautifully wired this stuff was back in the day. It's so beautiful. It really is. Back then when shit was wired. All by hand this was. Over here is a 2 times 50 microfarad at 25 working volt. And it actually has, and I just figured this out, 2 50 microfarads in this thing. So this is your ground. That's your ground. And over here is the 250 microfarads that go to this part of the circuit, which is I think, hold on. What is this tube? 6BQ5. That's right. This goes to 6BQ5, which is one left or right of the audio stage. You can see all these beautiful Allen Bradley capacitors. These are the types you want to see. Not, let me give you another example of a crappy capacitor. Yes, this one. You don't want to see these. These are shit. And also have white stuff on them. Probably corrosion or mold. Or leaking. Ooh, that's mold. Huh. Yep. 0.001. And over here you can tell this one's been leaking. I mean, look at that for the money shot right there. Take a look at that. It's been leaking for damn sure. And it goes. I just made a noise. Okay then. There's some disc capacitors. Those are always fine. Don't change them. Here's a dropping resistor, I think, which is in line with, I think that's the 40 UF to this. I don't know. There's also something wrong with this capacitor right here. Let me raise the exposure to show you. Oh yeah, there we go. So this capacitor has been leaking, and you can see why. It's pushing out its guts. Get in light. Ah, there you go. Yeah, that one's going bad. Wasn't like that before until I took a look at this. Hold on. Okay, we're back now. So yeah, this is going to be great to fix. I haven't worked on tube stuff in a long time. This is going to be fun. So let's move the chassis back correctly. Oh, there. So there's the chassis. It's all close up. See, back then they gave you reliability with these older tape-based cameras. This is a mini DV. I'm using my Sony. What was it called? I don't know what it's called. But I'm very surprised that the battery's still good. So I think the next thing we should do is test these two. This one's fine. these two, questionable. Because if they're bad, oh, it's not good. This one's good. This one isn't. This one actually does work. The base works. Yeah, base. Which I think, if I follow the wires, it should, yep, it goes to this one. So this is the base speaker. This one, it's left to be desired. So let's test it. My Panasonic SVHS portable commercial grade VCR. We are using hi-fi audio, so don't worry, you're getting the best quality you can possibly get out of it. You'd hope, at least. Alright, let's get you back up on the stand. Here we go. So we're gonna test these transformers here. Alright, so we're gonna test, not that one. That one's still good. Base is still good. Right is still good. As far as those areas go, those are still good. So we probably have to go down here and trace on the chassis. Okay, so the wires go down. Oh, these are pretty, these are the brittle ones. Oh, it could be also. The tube tester. You haven't probably seen this thing in a long time. In fact, it's still stuck to last tube I tested it with. The good old ICO. I'm at EMC. Tube data. Alright, let's test some tubes. Now ready to insert the tube into the socket. Oh. There we go. Let's turn off the light. Just to see our tube glue. Is it on? I guess the shunt has to be out. Okay, we'll pick it up, but I can see the tube is glowing. Now let's do a quality check. The tube is very, very good. Well, that side is. The side that we're testing. Oh, that's nice. It's warm. Okay. Now the other side. D2 and 6. Let that side one up. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, 60. Look at that. That side's perfect. So this rectifier tube is very good. Very good and very hot. Though it's a rectifier tube, so that's gotta be normal. Ooh, it's hot there. Damn. I should probably check for shorts. That's good there. So it's a good tube. Was getting very hot in that. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that thing is hot. This must be the tube that's making the freaking whole chassis hot as fuck. I guess that's normal then, since this tester just tested it. Alright, next tube. This tube test. Hold on, let's let it glow. 1, 2. 1, 2, and 9. Goes at 1, 2, and 5. Okay. 1, 2, and 5, 3. Okay. So that tube has no shorts. Is it getting hot? Didn't feel like it. Hold on. Is it getting warm? Yep, it's glowing. Yikes, if that's how it's supposed to glow, then that thing was definitely red plating. You could see the faint glow. Damn. Okay, let's test it. And that tube is good. That tube is nice and good. So, it's warm. Let's test the let's do a microphonics test. Nope, no microphonics. Good. Oh, still tight sockets. Oof. That's still good. So, put you. Come on. There. Now let's test the other one. This one is made in Great Britain also. Oh. 6BQ5, yep. It goes in the 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pin socket. And it should slowly climb, hopefully. Anybody home? Uh-oh. Is this tube kabonkers? Shit, it might be. Oh, nope. It just decided to climb. Look at that. That's quite funny that that took a while to climb, but that's still a good tube. Let's do a shorts test. One. Supposed to go at 1. Goes at 1, 2, and 5. Okay. 1, 2. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Yeah, this tube tester has a problem. That's normal. Not supposed to glow at 5 either. Shit. You know, I've been thinking of getting maybe a better tube tester at some point in the future. Because this thing is kind of junk. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, still good. And yeah, still good. Ooh, that fucker's hot. Ooh. Could be a chance that I put this in the wrong socket, since it is a lot different if you can see inside there. That little ring, that's the getter compound ring that makes this when they made them in the factory. This one also has high hours burnt in the freaking glass. Oh well. Let's put it in the socket. Come on! There we go. Alright, now the 12AX7's turn. Ready to put the tube in. Here we go. And it's rising to the good! Yay! Do a microphonics test. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did not pass my microphonics test. Oh, shit. Is it possible I hit a switch? No. It's 1 and 2. It's bad. Huh. Weird. 1 minute. Let me find something to hit it with. That's funny. I knew there was something wrong with this tube. So this is probably the cause of why we're not getting right channel. Why it fucks up a lot. Could it be a very dirty socket? It could be gone air already. Is it even glowing anymore? This could be the reason why they tossed in the back of that house. Is it even glowing? No, yeah, it's glowing. Yeah, it's glowing. So, why is it? I tapped it. Perhaps I can get it back to life by doing this. Try that again. Huh? Come back really slowly. I guess I killed it, or it killed itself. I might be time to just... I might have to get a new 12AX7 now, and these things are expensive for some odd reason. Oh, jeez. Yeah, dead as a doornail. Could still be used, but ain't gonna produce very well. Lovely. Well, let's test the other side. Probably no better. Where's my 12AX7? 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Correct. Well, that side's good. Huh. That's too good. This whole tube. That's so weird. I mean, that side's good, so that could be also the cause why it's only working with one channel. Yeah. Hello? Oh. Yeah. Wonder if the other side's good. 1 and 2. Nope. I believe I did that right. 1 and 2. Yep, 1 and 2. Well, now it's in the questionable range. Eh. Perhaps if I just let it sit, maybe it'll revive. Gonna have to replace it. I think I might have a 12AX7 handy. I might. I don't actually know. Yeah. That's lovely. Well, this tube is probably the fault of all of our problems. That sucks too, because it's a good looking tube and it's in good condition. Weird. You see all the getters and shit. Ooh, the pins are even hot. Ow. Oh well. Gonna have to order up a 12AX7 if I want to continue this project. It's probably shorted too. Gotta keep that in mind. So, 1 tube out of 3 are bad. That's not that bad. I'm quite surprised that the corrosion didn't get into these and make them gassy and airy. But, that's the end of part 3 or part 2. I haven't edited the footage yet. But the next part, we will hopefully be working on getting this recapped and electronically repaired. And I also ordered a cartridge for the record player. It's an aesthetic. It's an aesthetic 9-7BX. It should work. Has the same pinout, so yeah. So yeah, tube testing done. So thank you for watching and goodbye. Until next time, we're gonna work on this amp. Once I get the parts in, they're already ordered. So till next time, off air.